Remembering grace is a command, not a recommendation. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. My name is Chris Bailey, and this is part number 2 of our 5-part series, Memorials of Grace. And now we start talking about remembering. The idea of remembering, which is interesting because when we remember, oftentimes we are remembering ideas. We're remembering figments of things that have happened, facts, or even data. When it comes to grace, and remember, grace can only come from the God who is good. Wonderful things can only come from a God of wonder. God does not want us to forget the things that he's done, because when we forget the things that he has done, it becomes very easy then to forget the one who did them in the first place. But before we go into the study, thank you for watching, taking the time to hit the video like button, subscribing to the channel. These are 2 things that you can do to support this ministry. And of course, we'd appreciate if you could pass it on to someone else. And we would love to come to your church or school. Don't ever let money be an issue. Remember, don't let money get between mission, but we are waiting for your invitation. And to make that happen, send us an email to the address below in the description. And so for now, let's go back to Joshua. In Joshua chapter 4 and verse number 1, on the other side of Jordan, and then on the other side of them coming over Jordan, it came to pass when all the people were clean passed over Jordan, that the Lord spake unto Joshua, saying, take you 12 men out of the people, out of every tribe a man. This is interesting because right on the heels of the shore on the other side of Jordan, when everyone is crossed over, we're talking about thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people crossing. And when it's all said and done, now he says, stop, I need you to get 12 men. This is how urgent, this is how important it was, because God wants to put a pin, he wants to put a stamp on what is happening so that they don't think that he can't do it again. It says there in verse number 3, and command ye them. This is God speaking. Command them, saying, take you hence out of the midst of Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm. Yes, 12 stones, and you shall carry them over with you and leave them in the lodging place. And he finishes by saying, where you shall lodge this night. There's this urgency that we see here in the verse where God is saying, do this and do it now. Don't think about it. Don't go have a meeting. Don't make a board for it, a committee. I need you to do this right now. Give me 12 strong guys. Go get those stones, because he knows how quickly we can forget what a faithful God has done. And in doing this, he uses this urgent language, and he also uses very declarative words. Make this happen. He is not suggesting, he is telling Joshua, who he knows is faithful, to tell his people what to do. Your not remembering does not change the fact that it happened. But just because it happens, it doesn't mean we won't forget. And God understands that. It's why I love his counsel there in verse 6, where he says that this may be a sign among you. This is going to last longer. The memorial is going to last longer than the moment, so that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, what mean ye by these stones? Then you shall answer them. Oh, this is when the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over Jordan, the waters of Jericho were cut off, and these stones shall be for a memorial unto the children of Israel. For how long? Forever. They couldn't cross the Jordan forever, but the memory of the movement and the moment of God, that could be forever. That is forever. We're still talking about this story even today. That makes God happy. But more important than making God happy is what can help make us holy, is what helps draw us into a loving relationship that can look back and see these signs of things that have happened and say, if God did it then, if God did it yesterday, I can believe he's moving right now. An even bigger faith for that tomorrow that I do not know, that I cannot see. I can rely on what God is going to do tomorrow, not even by what he's doing today, by what he's done yesterday. If you're weak in your faith, perhaps you need to look at the signs, not looking for the signs in front of you, but remember the signs behind you. If this was a blessing to you, we would appreciate it. Pass this on, pass this study, this video. Yes, click the share button. Until next time.